Often Sheikh Deedat was challenged to public debates by these missionaries. It was from these debates that Sheikh Deedat developed a deeper understanding and knowledge of Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. Sheikh Deedat wrote his first booklet, Muhammad in the Old and New Testament, in the early 50s, and subsequently wrote 6 others. Although his lecturing career began in 1944, Sheikh Deedat started to lecture regularly only in 1958. In 1958, he jointly established a full-time Islamic Propagation Centre in Madrasah Arcade. Later, he also jointly established a missionary training school, the Assalaam Mission. Sheikh Deedat currently is the Life President of the Islamic Propagation Centre Inter at Durban, South Africa. Without much ado, I would like to invite Brother Deedat to deliver his lecture tonight.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحق من ربكم ولا تكن من الممترين صدق الله العظيم. Mr. MC and my dear brothers and sisters, I read to you a very, very brief verse from the Holy Qur'an, in which Allah Ta'ala says, Al-Haqqu min Rabbikum wa la takun min al-mumtareen. The truth, haqq, only comes from Allah. So do not be of those in doubt. That is the principle of Islam. Haqq, truth, right and wrong, who tells you? Who has the right to tell you? Allah. But now we have a topic on the board behind me, which reads, the way, the truth, and the life. Now I don't know how this subject topic came about, but actually, this is a verse from the Christian Bible. Now nothing wrong with it. It is from the Gospel of St. John, chapter 14, where Jesus Christ is supposed to have made that utterance. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. And the Christian holds fast to that. He said, you see, we got everything. Jesus says he is the way, he is the truth, he is the life. If you want to go to God, there is no other way. See, the organizers, the people who planned this, I don't know how it came about, but beautiful. You see, at times, anything, I said, look, let it come, it makes us to think. I'm thinking loudly now. So Jesus Christ made such a statement, and on the basis of that statement, the Christians, they claim that there is no need for another way, another deen, religion. The Arabic word deen means a way, commonly translated as religion. So if Jesus is the way, he is the deen, then you don't need another deen, another religion. Now I'm going to show you how we can respond to that. I said, you see, this is how I do. The people quote. They quote out of context. They don't know in what sense Jesus Christ uttered that statement. Allah Ta'ala gives us a secret of dealing with all these problems against the Jews, against the Christians, against the atheists, anybody, everybody. If anything is in dispute, you ask him, as Allah says, Kul hatu burhanakum. So come on, produce your proof, your burhan. In kuntum sadiqeen, if you are speaking the truth, let us have a look at your proof. So proof has to be produced. So if they produce the proof that this is what Jesus said, they say it's in my Bible. Where is it? It says John chapter 14, verse 3 or 4. I didn't have time to check it up, but chapter 14 I know. What is the context? In what sense did he say that? They don't know. You see, people are just trained to memorize certain sentences, phrases, and they make a religion out of that. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Jesus said, he that has seen me has seen the Father. Jesus said this, and Jesus said that. I and my Father are one. And they make religion out of that. So Allah tells us, anybody makes such a claim, you're asking for proof. And they produce the proof, the Bible. My Bible says this, my Bible says that. But if we have taken the trouble, just a wee bit, to check up and see that verse or that claim in its context, it doesn't mean what they're saying. But we don't do the job, so we get caught out. So he said it. So you can say, no, that's not true. This, you concocted it, you created this is a forgery. So there's a battle between us and the Christians. I said, no, we should do our homework. As Allah wants us to do the job, we must do that way, ask him for this proof. Now, because I have been in the field doing just that, I can now talk to the Christian and tell him, I said, look, wait. Let us begin. This was John chapter 14. I said, begin with at the end of 13. Chapter 13. I said, Jesus tells his disciples that I am going to prepare a place for you. He's telling his disciples. In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it was not so, I would have told you. And whither I go, ye know, and the way ye know. You know where I'm going, and you know how to get there. In other words, he assumes that you understand. Like my brothers, they assumed where I was going. See, I went to the big masjid, and after Salat al-Maghrib, now I'm waiting for somebody to tell me where to go. Ultimately, somebody said, right, it's not here, it's somewhere just behind the masjid. They said, right, take us. So the gentleman said, follow me. So we followed him. He took us the wrong way around, so we had to make an about turn. Then when we reach here, I don't know there. He says, right, they press the button, 4th floor. I said, 4th floor? That's where the meeting is? They said, yes. I said, right, we went to the 4th floor. And there is a table set for refreshments. I said, no, I didn't come. While I'm passing, I can see that there are people seated here. And what refreshment for me? Amazing. I said, no, man, I want to be at the table. Take me there. We couldn't find this place. In this building, we couldn't find the place. You know, now look, this is how things happen. In the building, I can't find the place. We are down there, and you took me to the 4th floor. Then I said, and we're going around and around. People want to shake hands. I said, look, there's no time for shaking hands. Let's go to... You know, I have a tendency to get angry with you people. What are you doing to me? You enjoy the joke, me too. I enjoy. But what is, look, you can kill people like that. You can kill people in innocence. I want to meet my brothers, I want to meet you all, and then they're taking me around. Table set there, right on the 4th floor. They said, right, refreshment. I said, no refreshment, I come for this refreshment. I want to give them refreshment. However. So Jesus says, you know where I'm going, and you know how to get there. They say, Master, we know not whither thou goest, where you're going, we don't know. And how can we know the way? In other words, Jesus assumes that they understand, and they say, we don't understand what you're talking about. It's an amazing situation. This mighty messenger of God, the trouble he had with his people, with the Jews, he's telling them, you know where I'm going, and you know how to get there. They said, look, we don't know where you are going and how